I'm about to make me a quick video real quick. So we're going to be talking about elections, mass migration logistics, and FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency. So we're talking about coastal evacuations and electing new mayors, yo. So check it out. So this is how we got to do it. So let's say this is the coastline, right, of America. And around this area, it's Texas, right? And then over here, it's Florida, right? So Florida is going to be underwater. And then Texas is so huge that you need hold up. Yeah, you need one mayor and then an assistant mayor to basically evacuate the coastlines of Texas. Oh wait, over here. The coastlines of Texas, these are borders. So when we evacuate the Texas people, they don't have to cross into another state. And what happens is it's just one governor. So you could also get a governor assistant and you move the people inbound 100 miles away from the coast. But for Florida, we are evacuating the whole state. So the governor needs to stay and the mayor needs to stay to make sure everybody gets evacuated, because they have to wrap up the safety protocols and procedures and account for everything. So then when they come into here, into another state, what happens is you need another mayor. And you need another governor. So you'll need a mayor for every city for the receiving people, and then another governor. So the pattern for like all the coastal areas, we need to have a color-coded system or a flag-based system. So like the state flags. Hello, Ty, all love me. What's up, yo? I'm doing rescue operations for climate change. So in this video, we covering how to evacuate people. I'm chilling. What's up, Glenn? Yeah, I'm doing logistics for coastal evacuations. So yeah, thank you so much. So back to the class. What's up, Glenn? Yeah. So we're going to use the state flag for the same thing. So let's say this is Florida, but another state has to go into a shared state, right, as Florida. So we're going to have the flags of each state, because the primary goal is to have a healthy financial system, and that's bureaucracy. So it's the financial sector of bureaucracy. And the main objective is to keep all of the financial accounts accounted for. So the government has it, and also the civilian population has it. So the government contracts, they got to have accountants. They have to start hiring accountants for both like systems. So as the mayors are evacuating the people and getting like consensus and survivors and evacuees and stuff, this system is basically keeping track of the financials. So we're going to have to start mass hiring, and we got to do it all along here. So we could have up to 3 different states in one neighboring state. So we could set it like that, because up the coast of America, you're gonna have like 3 more states, and then the states over here, they got to start receiving people from these states. So it's like a trinity system. So that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna find and unlock the land for all the states, all the residences of the coastal areas, and we're gonna set them up here. So, like I said, Texas over here does not need this second mayoral election. It just needs an assistant. So a committee situation could do that. But then over here, you need the election process to elect new mayors for the FEMA cities, and also for the ones that's doing the I guess accounting for stuff in the lost lands. So yeah, that's how we got to set up the new political system. And the one of the time travelers said that America, Canada, and Mexico became like one super nation or something like that. And the reason why is because in the future, everything was so chaotic, nobody knew what to do. And we lost the state boundary lines because we lost a lot of coastal areas, or we will lose it. And the simplest system that they came up with was to join the entire continent. Well, the North and South continent. So this system basically makes it easier, and we get to keep the same system that we have now. It's just a little different. So one of the things is, let's say this is a state that these people came into, and this is also another, it's like a sub-state. So it's a partial state. So when we set up the boundaries, the FBI laws activate within a state. So because the central banks has higher authority than the FBI, and what happens is we need to make sure the financial system is stable. So these states need to they need to be able to maintain their structure and their order. So they come into another state, and then they set the boundary lines, and then if there's a crime that goes across the boundary line, the FBI, they got to get involved, even though it's like a different setup. It's like a state moving into another state. So that's the system that we got to go with when we got to evacuate the coastlines, because the ice caps will melt. And that's all I got. So I got 2 people in here. Anybody got questions right now? Nobody got questions? All right. So I'm getting ready to log off, y'all. So everybody be safe out there. Don't panic. Remember that we have a plan. And yeah, EJ Wiley, gotta go. Over out.